In 1983, he had a stellar run at one point, and he took 20 individuals who were charged with homicide to trial. The juries came back and convicted all 20 of them. He had a 100% ranking. And then again in 1985, he took seven other individuals who were convicted of homicide, and the jury came back and found all seven of them guilty and gave them life sentences. And those seven are still currently serving life sentences in the state of New York. But now,
Hello, critical thinkers. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. TikTok is not just about silly dances and individuals flexing wealth. Critical thinkers such as Manny, whose handle is critical underscore thinking 5000, have flocked to TikTok to wage war against injustices, specifically in the New York State Department of Corrections. As some of you may know from watching my videos, I am not a fan of Onondaga County DA and Special Prosecutor William Fitzpatrick. Regardless of my opinions, I believe in dialogue and offering up different perspectives on this channel. As it relates to the Robert Brooks murder case, Manny has some insights regarding William Fitzpatrick worthy of spreading. Go and support him.
this man pictured here is William Fitzpatrick, and he has to have the hardest job in law enforcement in the nation currently. He is the special prosecutor who is prosecuting the Robert Brooks murder, and the man who was brutally beaten inside of a New York prison. He has gotten indictments and charged 10 guards with the brutal death of Robert Brooks. This week, they were all back in court, and he offered them plea agreements. They have 2 weeks, some have 4 weeks to come back to court and either deny or accept it. What he's doing, he's an old seasoned veteran, over 5 years with the Onondaga District Attorney's Office, and he's using plays from the DA playbook, straight up out of the playbook. He's offering them the plea agreements because if he takes them to trial, it's going to cost the state of New York millions and millions of dollars for each individual trial, and there's going to be 10 of them if they don't accept the plea agreement. Then you have to pick a jury. Once that jury is selected, I mean, it's hard just picking one jury. He's got to pick 10. Once the jury is selected, then you have to sequester them and keep them in a hotel room away from their families. It could be as little as a month, maybe 2 or 3 months. But this is going to be sensational, and it's going to be on all the news stations, on the internet. And so you have to sequester them so they won't see anything on the internet or TV. And you have to keep them away from their family and friends from talking. And you have to feed them morning, noon, and night. Give them snacks. Take them on trips on the weekend because they can't go home. Take them to the movies. And these individuals, it's going to be a hassle and a headache for them because they have jobs. They have lives. They have families. They have children. They have mortgages. They have rent. They have car insurance. They have food that they have to provide for their kids. Wow. And that's just one trial. He's got to do this 10. And he hasn't even scratched the surface yet. But let me get back to his early days. In 1983, he had a stellar run at one point, and he took 20 individuals who were charged with homicide to trial. The juries came back and convicted all 20 of them. He had a 100% ranking. And then again in 1985, he took seven other individuals who were convicted of homicide, and the jury came back and found all seven of them guilty and gave them life sentences. And those seven are still currently serving life sentences in the state of New York. But now, when I say he hasn't even scratched the surface yet, is because he's also having to deal with the death of Adam Lafferty. Adam Lafferty was the inmate who was getting beaten by guards, who wrote a U.S. federal judge and asked for protective custody. The judge didn't give it to him, but he wrote in another letter and said, I believe they're going to murder me on this day. And you know what? He was found murdered on that day in his cell. He wrote the federal judge predicting his own death. He wrote the federal judge saying that these guards were sending other inmates to his cell to rape him. He's got to investigate that because he's in charge of that. And then he's got to get to another one. Messiah Nantwi. Messiah Nantwi was an individual who was beaten to death just a month or so ago. And there's 11 officers. This is a whole new case. 11 other officers who have been dismissed from work and are under investigation right now. Wow. At this stage of the game, After 45 years as a district attorney, this is back on his plate. He's got the supporting cast, the assistant district attorneys, the investigators, but can he pull it off? Pulling all this off and getting convictions on all this is like winning the Triple Crown.
If you found value in this video, please like the video, comment below. Don't forget to share the video. And if you feel that I've earned it, please subscribe to the channel. My goal is to give you honest and direct feedback and go deeper than what the mainstream media is telling you. Take care, God bless, and see you next time.